Hey everybody, what's up? It's Startup Survival here, and being that it's just getting into camping season, day hiking season, all that stuff, I got some fixed blades out here to compare and review for you guys. So of course on the bottom here is the ESEE 6, and on top you got the K-Bar Becker BK7. They're both fantastic, sort of medium to large size fixed blades, and I'll take them out of the sheaths now so you can have a look at them. Awesome, extremely popular knives, good value. I think both of them are, but you know, one's obviously better value than the other. And while we're on the subject, let's go there right now. So the K-Bar Becker BK7 will cost around $130 right now with tax in Canada, where I am. That's pretty much the best price I found online for this. If you buy it in the States, this is a lot cheaper. I'm pretty sure you can get this knife for less than $100 for sure. The ESEE 6 where I am costs just over $200 with tax. Ouch. Yeah, I know. This is my knife down here, and this is a guest knife. I bought the ESEE 6 probably 2 years ago, and I've never really looked back. I think it's a fantastic knife, and you spend the money once and you forget about it kind of thing. But in terms of value, obviously the BK7 is a better deal. Let's talk about the sheaths now, just briefly. Of course, the BK7 sheath is a little bit bigger. Actually, it's a lot bigger. And I have to say, I like the... I don't know if this is plastic or Kydex. I think you can get them in both, but I don't know. I think this one's just plastic, actually. Anyways, what I love about it is that it's just so form-fitting, right? Like, it doesn't take up much more room than the knife itself if it was bouncing around in your bag just by itself. So it doesn't take up a lot of room, and I think you save some space. Like, look at this. It's like the same size as the BK7 inside the sheath, right? The BK7 sheath I don't think is bad. I think it's just polyester, or maybe it's nylon, not sure. MOLLE attachable, so you can attach to like a backpack or to your leg or something like that. You can put your belt through here, and it's going to kind of be bouncing around. You know, it's not bad. You got to use the clasp here to keep it in place. I think a lot of people will be just fine with that sheath, and if you're budget oriented, obviously this is the way to go. I think that they used to ship some editions of this knife that came with a small fixed blade in here. I forget what it's called now. The BK something or other that used to come in this little pouch. You can put a sharpening stone in there as well, whatever you want to do. Between these two sheaths, I definitely like the ESEE sheath a little bit better, but this one's not too bad. Keep in mind that if you buy this knife, the BK7, and you want to start doing all sorts of crazy upgrades to it, you can really jack the price up because, you know, you start out at that $100 price point, and pretty soon you put on a Kydex sheath, you put on some different handles maybe, you're looking at like a $200 knife in total, right? In terms of the handle, I think that's another important difference, and I'll take them out of the sheaths now so you can have a better look. Of course, the ESEE handle is that micarta slabs. You can also get it with G10 on there, and they're just screwed on to the full tang knife there, and they're great. I think they're extremely comfortable, and micarta provides a little bit of traction for you when it's wet or when it's dry, of course. You know, I like the secondary choil there, so you can choke up and do a little bit more fine work with it, perhaps. You can also choke back and get a bit more length on the overall package there. The BK16 handle is Zytel, and you can see the owner's solution to the whole Zytel thing is to wrap this in some grippy, I think this is like a hockey tape or maybe just some sort of outdoor tape, not sure, but it provides a bit more traction there. I've seen people do all sorts of crazy things with these handles, including like melting in some like sort of horizontal little divots there to create a bit more grip as well. Some people really don't like these handles, this Zytel, because it is kind of smooth. One really good thing about it, though, I got to point out is the sort of three-dimensional quality of the BK handles, the Becker handles, versus the ESEE. This is just kind of flat slabs, like I said, screwed onto the handle there, and then this one has a three-dimensional palm swell to it that makes it slightly more comfortable in hand for me. I just think the ergonomics of the Becker knives are really spectacular, and it's just something I kind of wanted to point out to everyone. In terms of weight, I think they're similarly weighted. Maybe the BK7 is just a little bit heavier because it is longer. You can see that the blade there is a bit longer. This is a 7-inch blade, I believe, and then this blade on the ESEE, I think it's around 6, maybe 6.5, something like that. But you can see that the cutting edge on the BK7 is significantly bigger. If you're batoning, you know, and doing hard woodwork, you will appreciate and you will notice that extra blade length for sure. I would say the handles are, you know, somewhat of a tie, but in terms of like the actual blade size and cutting edge, the BK7 definitely dominates the SE6. What about that steel? Of course, it is 1095 on both blades. The difference being that this 1095 on the ESEE has the Rowan heat treat. And I'm not like a super steel nut person. Like, I've never tested these knives like side by side, you know, cutting a million things with them equally to see which one lasts longer. 1095 is a good steel. It's easy to sharpen. It's a carbon steel, so it's going to hold its edge a long time. The thing with carbon steels, though, is that they do rust, like you can see on this open out here. And I don't particularly have a problem with it. You just kind of bring it home, you put some oil on it, you wash it off, whatever. Just service your carbon steel when you get home. Just you know, make sure it's not soaking in water for a long time, and you'll be fine. You can get most rust spots off of it. But I really like 1095. It's awesome. It holds its edge for a long time. You go out, you make a fire with one of these knives, you'll come back and it's still going to cut paper if you've got a sharp knife to start with. You know, over time, eventually it will dull, but I find it holds its edge for a very long time, actually. They're both USA made knives. I don't know if that's important to anyone, but yeah, they're both made in the USA. I just want to point out the warranty about these two knives is slightly different. Number one, I don't think you're going to have to use the warranty because I think fixed blades in general, they don't have moving parts like folding knives, right? You know, you got the pivot on folding knives that can loosen up and break, and anything that with moving parts, you know, you stand a higher chance of breaking than a fixed blade, which doesn't have any moving parts. So number one, I don't think you're going to have to use the warranty, but let's say that you do. Let's say that you mess up your blade somehow. I should just point out that the ESEE warranty is known in the industry for being pretty much industry leading. Because you can smash this knife, you can bend it, you can do anything you want to. You can destroy the knife purposefully, and I believe ESEE will replace it. I've heard that before, and I've read that, I think, in the literature that they send you with the knife. So if you're very concerned about warranty and you're a really hard user, and you honestly think that there's a high chance you will damage your knife, get the ESEE. The K-Bar Becker BK7, I assume it has a decent warranty, but it's probably just against like manufacturing defects. I don't know how long it lasts for, if it's lifetime or year or whatever. But if you go out and break the knife on purpose, you'll probably you know, be SOL, right? They're both great knives, and I'm not sure I could really choose one over the other. I mean, I bought the SE6 because I wanted that higher pride of ownership. I wanted the micarta handles. I really like that, and I like the sheath on it too. For me, the sheath is very important in fixed blades. It's almost like the pocket clip for a folding knife or something like that. Maybe that's the same, but it's even more important because it covers the blade, right, for safety's sake. So in terms of portability, you know, being able to clip this onto your belt, or I've clipped it onto my pocket before and just walked around like that. I really like that a lot better than the sheath on the BK7, which is just a lot bigger and kind of like, you know, flops around and stuff like that. If this knife came with a different sheath, I would already own it for sure. And like I said before, if you're going to go and upgrade the BK7 or any of the BK knives and put a lot of money into it, you might be better off just getting an ESEE to start with, and you'll have that upgraded handle material, the better sheath. You know, like I said, it's a pretty significant price difference. When I bought this, I think it was around 160, and now it's over 200. The BK7, I think it used to be under 100 for sure. Sometimes it goes on sale for less than 100, but I think it's around 120, 130 right now with tax. Don't know. They're both great. If you own either of these knives or you've thought about them before, let me know which one you like better. Thanks a lot for watching. Cheers.